Okay, moving on to the markets. So does anyone know what I mean by the markets? Yeah, so basically different places you can sell your work. So talking about markets, and target marketing is where things are at these days, where things are going in the future. So it's really important to target yourself to a very particular market. I think Tor raised this a little bit regarding being, say, a burlesque performer and a children's entertainer. Your target market is going to clash a little bit. So you need to think about the markets that you're wanting to work in and target yourself, build your persona to that particular market. So some things work hand in hand, say your corporates and your weddings work quite nicely together. Other things, say being a fetish club worker and a children's TV presenter, less so. So it's hard times for us all. So I'm not going to go into huge details about each of the individual markets because we've got specific classes on every single one of these markets. But I'm just going to run you through a little bit of what you can expect from this type of job, what they will expect from you, and how a little bit about long-term contracts can affect different styles of work. Where's my clicker? So, first and foremost, corporates. Is everyone working in corporates at the minute? Yeah, some. So we are going to have a great chat this afternoon about corporates with Dave Knox, and he knows everything about corporates. So I'm just going to run you through a little bit about what corporates generally are. Normally they're going to be a one-dayer. You get very few corporates that are multiple-day events. Not all corporates are equal. This is in the sense that you have low-tier corporates, mid-range corporates, and high-end corporates. Each one of these has a different sort of budget. Normally, all of corporates are gauged under this idea that they are a charity event. Don't believe them. All I'll tell you is that CEOs of charities earn between $80,000 and $300,000 a year. They can afford your fee. Unless it's a very small charitable event, they can afford your fee. So say your low-tier corporate, there may be little community events, say they're run by a small bank or something like that, might be on Thursday. Those are your low-tier corporate. Your mid-range corporate, say maybe the bank's branch. So say your Lloyds Bank may do the Southwest, and it may be all those branches coming together for a big corporate dinner. That would be your mid-tier corporate event. Your high-tier corporate event would be Lloyds Bank Ball for the entire UK. This would be the head honchos from every branch coming together. Those are your high tiers. Each one has a different budget. Those high tiers, their budget is exponential what they'll spend on some of those events. We did an event for Prudential and they had £60,000+ worth of budget for that one event. So you can see how that can range between your low tier, which is more a couple of £100 maybe. Corporates, generally you have a little bit of a longer booking process than some events because they want your tech riders, your risk assessment, your method statements. They need all those just to cover their own arse. That's why it makes a little bit of a longer booking process for most. 99.9% of work for corporates is going to go through an agency. You're not going to get corporate bookings a lot of the time direct, and that's why it's really important to work closely with agents, because all these corporates, they would much rather just go to one production company or one agent and give all their work to them and then forget about it. They're not going to go around looking for each individual performer. International work's possible. A lot of corporate stuff, your high end especially, will be international work. Of course, great. Everyone loves a bit of sun and sea, but you have to be wary of with your international work. You've probably got a flight day either side, and you've also got a hell of a lot more leg work because of your passports, your visas, everything like that. Shows. How long is everyone's shows? Like, is everyone about 5 minutes? Yeah, 5, 15, hour? Jesus. So, generally your corporates are between 3 and 7. 10 minutes at your high end for your corporate. Go on, Josh. Yeah, sorry, shows is the wrong word for it. I do mean acts. Yeah, generally 3 to 7 minutes for a corporate show is about what they're asking for. Some corporates will request 10, 15 minutes, but they may mean multiple acts within that full show. Liz?
For the flights, is that something that the agent would work out and tell you, or are you expected to do it?
Depends on the booking. Okay. Depends on the booking. Sometimes the end client will sort your flights, sometimes the agent will sort your flights, sometimes you have to sort your flights.
Okay.
Completely varies on the booking. Generally a good package for corporates is doing a show and a meet and greet. That is a really good seller to most corporates. So say you do stilt walking meet and greet and then you have your hand balancing act. That's a super good sell because you can just sell it on the pretense of you're just coming to do your show. Then when they start umming and ahhing going, not too sure about booking, you go, here, have some free stilt walking. And then they're like, sweet, we were going to book a stilt walker anyway. You just applied the right leverage from earlier, and you got them. See, it's all coming full circle now. So that sort of thing, even though you're already on site, it's no extra effort for doing a set of stills. You just offering that as a little freebie, a little add-on, guaranteed to get the booking then, okay? What corporates generally expect from you? Clean appearance, clean shaven or nicely trimmed beard. That's generally what they will expect. They'll also expect you to turn up looking good. You know, you don't want to turn up in harem pants and a vest. If you ever turn up on a corporate from me wearing harem pants, I may kill you. So yeah, turning up, blacks is a really good option for turning up to a corporate in. You know, just black trousers, black shirt, or a black t-shirt. You look super pro, you look like you're part of the crew then as well. You blend into the background super nicely as well. Back office info is in order. You know that stuff we were talking about earlier with your back office and having all your information readily available, you know, your risk assessments, your PLI, your tech riders, having all that to send to them at the drop of a hat is really useful and really important. High-end promotional work. So with your promotional work, if it's going to a corporate client, it's got to be top-notch. Your agent is not going to want to put that in front of a corporate client unless it is the best it can be. So if you've got a semi-decent promo video, you need to get it refilmed and get a better promo video if you are looking at getting corporate work. Good relationship with agents, that's a given. If you have a really good relationship with agents, you will get more corporate work because they're the people who are getting corporate work. Generic, yet unique enough. So this is sort of a core aspect of all the really good selling corporate acts. So you need it to be generic enough that you can fit it into lots and lots of different themes, that you can fit it into every theme under the sun. But you need it to also be unique, that it's completely different to everything they've seen. They want something their clients have never seen before, but you perform it every weekend. So Valerie Merzak with her mirror ball is a great example. It's a simple hand balancing routine, but she stuck it on a mirror ball. That means it's unique, yet the mirror ball is generic enough that it can go into any event. Living Trees, John Godbolt, good example, unique, generic enough to fit into most events. Champagne pouring from the Ariel chandelier, another one. It's very generic, but it's also very unique at the same time. Appease HR. This is again about having your stuff in order, having your PLI, your risk assessment, your tech riders and things like that in order so it can work for your HR department. If you annoy HR, if you give them a crap risk assessment, they will shut you down, they will not let you perform, and you will have to go back to them with a better risk assessment. We're doing a full section on risk assessments later, so I will go through what a good risk assessment looks like. Fit a theme, being able to change your act to fit a theme. Greatest Showman is a great thing. Honestly, being able to fit like a little change to your costume just to fit Greatest Showman or Fire and Ice, little things like that may be requested by the client, and it's a super good selling point.